Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Yarn Yapping. We're doing a yarn yapping on a Monday today, and that's because I have some yarn. I've got some yarn launching today. And I was gonna upload this on a Tuesday because like Tuesday's the upload schedule, and then I was like, you're the boss here. You can actually do whatever you want. So here we are with the Monday yarn yapping. I have some yarn to show you. I deeply apologize. I lost my microphone. It's around here somewhere. I haven't left the house with it. It's just walked away. So we're going backwards. We're going backwards in terms of audio quality. This is going to be a quick one, so it doesn't matter. I'm so sorry. I'm drinking an iced coffee as per usual. I have some yarn to show you and I'm very excited. I love this sock base. This is my 80% superwash BFL. BFL is a Blueface Leicester sheep. They're just so cute, and it's one of my favorite wools, period, but it's also one of my favorite wools for socks. So this is 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon. This is my favorite. I shouldn't say my favorite. This is my favorite sock base that I've carried and dyed thus far. I have experimented with a couple, but this is my favorite one. And I did a big dye day, and I dyed a lot of yarns. So I'm gonna show you these really quick, and I think like these are all colors that you're probably familiar with because I've been dyeing. Whoa, that's a lot of green. There's green in the closet. There's green. Whoa. These are all colorways that I've been dyeing for a long time. But now I'm finally getting to the point where my little ADHD rat brain has picked some yarn bases that I want to consistently stock in the shop. And so we're starting with some sock yarns, fingering weight yarns. You don't have to knit a sock with these. You could knit a sock, but. So this is Radioactive. You might remember her. She's been around for a while. I've dyed this colorway for a long time. I always find it so fascinating to see how each skein, like, every single skein looks so different depending on the way it's twisted up. But Radioactive has two different shades of like neon green. One is a more like snot yellow type of neon green, and the other one is more blue based green, very bright. Welcome to JackassCollective. My favorite color is green. Guilty as charged. This is Radioactive. I love her. I've knit a pair of socks with these. Let me show you. This is your warning. These socks look unhinged because I knit tabby socks. If you don't know what a tabby is, it's a type of shoe that has the big toe separated from the rest of your toes, and it's in a 2x2. It's in a 2x2 rib, so it looks deranged. But this is Radioactive on a wool mohair base. So different yarn base, but it's the same color, it's the same recipe. I'm winded from standing up to get socks. And I call these my 420 tabby socks because I live in the Pacific Northwest. It doesn't get that cold here, so at night when I go out to garden, if you know what I mean, it's not cold enough for me to put shoes, like a proper shoe on, so I just have like a pair of flip-flops or slides at the door. But then sometimes I don't want to shove my regular sock into my flip-flops and then have my like toe sock be jammed up. Do you know what I mean? So I have these to garden in, if you will. It's legal in Canada. I don't want to hear it. And I love these. So this is Radioactive. Love her work. Love her work. I'm just gonna grab from the top of the pile. I restocked a bunch of Frell. You guys have seen Frell. You know her work. She's been around for a while. I just love this color. It's like this purple based pinky magenta. This color makes me go Frell. That's why we called it that. And I restocked this. I don't know. It's a tonal yarn. I don't have much to say about her besides love her work. Love her work. She's stunning. There's some of this restocked today. Another fan favorite. By fan favorite, I mean my favorite. My favorite. This is Miss Chokehold. Why do we call her that? Because this sapphire blue, for a long time and still to this day, has me in a chokehold. Yep. It's just this like rich, royal, like cobalt, sapphire blue. Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to knit a pair of socks with these two. Some sort of stranded color work. I don't know. We'll see. Chokehold. She's restocked. Bunch of yarn fell down. So I guess I'll show you these. This is Alien, okay? And Alien, I have to grab all of the skeins to show you because there's just so much color in this yarn that each skein looks so different, just like based on how it's twisted up. Like you see the different colors pop through. They all have like the same amount of each color in it. They're dyed in the same pan, but just like the way that you twist it, it varies what color shows the most. Anyways, this is Alien. Alien is maybe one of my favorite colors I've ever dyed. So let me show you it. Let me try and find a skein that kind of shows all the colors as best as possible. So we have there the pop of that neon green. There is pinks, there's purples, there is lavenders, lilacs. There's a little bit of like kind of a steel blue shade, some navy, and there's a lot of color in this. I've also dyed I've also knit a sock with this. Let me find it. Maybe I should have come prepared for this video. One thing about me, I'm rarely prepared. Professional business lady. So this is Alien, but I've kind of reworked the formula so that it's more saturated now. It's a little bit punchier, it's a little bit brighter. It's a lot brighter actually in person. So this kind of gives you an idea of how this colorway works up, but it's a lot brighter now. It's a lot brighter now. This is also a different yarn base, just to kind of give you an idea of how the colors work up. And then the contrast is Frell. You guessed it, it's Frell. I've knit so many socks with Frell. I just love her. I love the pink, love it. So yeah, like I said, the neon green, the pinks, the purples, the lavenders, the lilacs, the periwinkles, like there's a lot going on here. I would love to see someone knit a sweater with this. Like, if I had the time, I would steal this for myself. I'm obsessed. This is like all my favorite colors in one yarn, so I'm very biased. This is Alien, and love her. This is a new yarn. This is a new yarn in the shop. These other colors, we've seen them before. I have two new colors to show you. Oh my God. This is Super Freak, okay? And I call her Super Freak because look at her. To capture this color on camera is impossible. This is a neon corally red shade. It's got, like, I know a coral typically has like an orange peachy undertone, but this is a coral with pink in it. It's a pink coral, which contradicts itself. It's a pinky coral red, it's neon, it's so crazy. It looks different in every single light. It's nuts. Again, I have a sock. I have a sock to show you. I love knitting socks. As someone who's chronically ill with poor circulation, I love knitting socks. Here we go. I used it as the contrast to the stripes. It is the cuff, heel, toe. Why are we honking? Why are we honking? This is so bright. Just like, I don't have much to say about this yarn. Again, it's a tonal yarn. It's just one color. There's not much I can say, but what I can say is, holy fuck, it is bright. It is so bright. You just have to see this in person. Like, I can try and show you the color all day, but you just have to see it in person to get like the awe, the radiance, the awe factor, if you will. Like, Super Freak. I saved my favorite for last. You guys, this is Love Bug. This is Love Bug. Look at her. Look. Stop it right now. Again, every skein looks different, just like based on how it's twisted. So let me try and, who is gonna showcase her best? This is twisted weird. Who twisted that skein? Jeez. But this is another bright. We're doing brights. I don't know if you thought we were gonna be doing neutrals, pastels here. No, brights only. Love Bug has this same coral neon radiant coral. However, there's purple in here. There's pinks, there's purples, there is that insane bright red coral. There's even some more like kind of pastel-y pinks. I said we weren't doing pastels, but there's still neon somehow. Like it's like a neon pastel pink. This, I don't know. You guys, I don't know. This is another one to just see in person, like how these colors radiate light and reflect light, and just Love Bug. This was a color that I originally dyed on some mohair locks, and it took so differently on the mohair locks. Like something I'm learning as I'm trying to do more consistent colorways and stock them on yarn, on locks, on fiber to spin. Like it's so interesting to learn how different, like you're using a different technique to dye yarn versus fiber versus locks. So it'll translate different, like the colors dye differently on different bases. And this was something I did on locks first, and I didn't get this corally color. It's a lot more pinks. I'll put in a photo. Love Bug on locks versus Love Bug on sock yarn. Like it's just crazy how they it translated, same recipe, just different base. So I think when I restock the mohair locks, I'm gonna try and aim to get a little bit more of this radiant corally color in here, because clearly I'm obsessed with it. Clearly. Love Bug, oh my god. I want to knit with this. I didn't have time obviously to knit a sample of all of these, so I chose my Super Freak sample sock. I only have one done. I gotta cast on the other one today. Well, I edit this video probably. And just this color, you guys, I can't. I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I'm so happy for you guys to get your paws on these. I'm so excited to see what you create. One of my favorite parts about doing this is I get to create this art, and then you create art with my art. And it's like we're connected through art. I'll cry right now, stop it. I love how everything turned out. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm so excited. Obviously I haven't put the yarn labels, the yarn bands on these yet. It's hard to show off the color when there's a label on it. Anyways, one more thing I wanted to say. My website, two things actually. My website now offers Afterpay, so if you are wanting to get a sweaters quantity, you want to just buy a couple skeins for some socks to have in your stash, whatever, but the budget isn't budgeting right now, Afterpay is now available. You do have to go make an account through Afterpay. Kind of takes a couple days for them to like process and approve your account, and then you can shop my website and other people's websites and do a payment plan. Basically, it breaks your purchase down into 4 payments, 4 bite-sized payments, and I've been wanting to do that for so long. The admin side of things got a little crazy, not gonna lie, but I got it done, and it's just one more thing I wanted to do to make shopping my shit more accessible. The economy these days, you know what I mean? So I just appreciate that you guys choose to spend your hard-earned money on my silly art. My website also has an anti-fat tax discount. If you're unfamiliar with the conversation around the fat tax, it is essentially that a person in a plus-size body is spending more money on yarn, in this case, or fabric, or whatever the supplies are, to make a garment for themselves versus someone in a straight-sized body. Just the cost difference and what that is. And it's just, the anti-fat tax is just there to help remove a financial barrier or help with the financials of purchasing a hand-dyed luxury yarn. So I have an anti-fat tax that is automatically applied on orders of 6+ skeins of yarn. 15% off, it just automatically applies. And it's just, again, I'm just trying to do as much as I can to make my art accessible, because art should be accessible for everyone. I wish I could just give you guys shit for free, honestly. Being a business is exhausting, but that's just another little thing that I'm trying to add to make my shit more accessible for you to shop. So the anti-fat tax, automatic discount, the Afterpay available at checkout, just some things I'm trying to do to make all of this chaos a little bit more accessible to y'all. And I appreciate you for watching this quick little, very casual ramble. I didn't style my hair today. Oops. I was just so excited that there was some decent lighting in here that I was like, okay, let's film this really quick. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching. These yarns are available now to shop, JackassCollective.ca. I have to start tagging these, start making some labels. I also have redone my labels and my stickers and all my packaging for my yarns. So if you want to see what that looks like, I guess you're just gonna have to find out when it arrives at your door. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. You like, comment, let me know what color is your favorite, what's catching your eye, and I appreciate y'all, love y'all. See you later this week if I can edit the videos I need to edit. Bye.